Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving deep, right down to the cellular level to talk about energy. That spark that gets you through the day. We're going to look at three incredible molecules, coq10, NAD+, and PQQ, and figure out how they create the blueprint for how you feel.
So, let's start with a question we've all probably asked ourselves. Why don't we have that same bounce in our step that we did years ago? It feels like that get up and go just kinda fades. Well, it's not just a feeling, and the answer is actually microscopic.
You see, the real answer is hiding inside these things called mitochondria. Just think of them as trillions of tiny power plants packed inside your cells. Their whole job is to turn the food you eat into the energy that powers, well, everything you do. But just like any engine, they can start to wear down over time.
Okay, so first up in our energy blueprint is a molecule you've probably seen on a supplement bottle, coenzyme Q10, or as most of us call it, QQ10. Let's break down its very specific job in this whole power grid.
The best way to think about coq10 is as your body's master mechanic. It's not about adding more fuel or building a bigger engine. It's all about giving the engines you already have a critical tune-up. It acts like a spark plug, making sure each one is firing perfectly and you get the most bang for your buck energy-wise.
So here we see coq10 is really a multitasker. Of course, it's absolutely essential for producing ATP. That's the actual energy currency our cells spend. But it also moonlights as a bodyguard, a powerful antioxidant that protects all that cellular machinery from getting rusted and damaged by free radicals.
All right, next up we have NAD+. Now, this one is a huge star in the longevity world right now, and for good reason. If coq10 is the mechanic tuning the engine, then what in the world is NAD+?
Well, NAD+ is the premium, high-octane fuel those engines need to run. It powers pretty much everything. But here's the kicker, and this is a big one. Our natural levels of NAD+ can drop by half. 50% by the time we hit midlife. And that drop is a major reason why things just start to slow down.
And check this out. NAD+ does way more than just make energy. It's playing the long game. It helps repair our DNA, and it flips on these things called sirtuins, which people call longevity genes. What's tricky is you can't just take an NAD+ pill. Your body has to build it using raw materials, or precursors, like something called NR. So, let's recap. We've tuned up our existing engines with coq10. We've filled the tank with the best fuel by supporting NAD+. That should be enough, right? For a lot of us, that's a game changer. But what if you need more horsepower? What if the problem is that you just don't have enough engines to begin with?
This right here is where the story gets really, really cool. Because what if, instead of just fixing up the old power plants, we could actually tell our bodies to build brand new ones?
And that brings us to the third piece of our blueprint. It's an incredible compound called pyroquinone quinone, or just PQQ. And let me tell you, this molecule isn't about maintenance or fuel. No, this one is all about manufacturing.
This is PQQ's superpower. It's what makes it so different. While QQ10 is tuning up the old engines and NAD+ is providing the gas, PQQ is the foreman on the factory floor. It literally flips a switch that tells your cells, hey, build more power plants. It kicks off this amazing process called mitochondrial biogenesis.
Now, to really understand how ridiculously efficient PQQ is, just look at this number, 20,000. That's roughly how many chemical reactions a single molecule of PQQ can handle before it taps out.
And to put that in perspective, which you have to, let's compare it to something we all know, vitamin C. An amazing antioxidant, right? Well, vitamin C can perform about 4 of these cycles. 4 versus 20,000. It's just a completely different league. The endurance is absolutely staggering.
And listen, this isn't some experimental thing that's still locked away in a lab. PQQ has gone through some serious safety checks. It got the thumbs up as generally recognized as safe here in the US, then got authorized in the EU. So this engine-building tech is out there for all of us.
Okay, so now we have our 3 key players on the field: the mechanic, the fuel, and the factory builder. You might think they're all competing for the same job, but they're not. Instead, they work together in this beautiful synergistic way. Let's just put it all together. It's like the ultimate cellular power team. You've got coq10, the tune-up guy, making sure your current engines run their best. Then you've got NAD+, the high-octane fuel for energy and repair. And finally, you bring in PQQ,
the factory itself, to expand the whole operation by building brand new power plants. You see, each one solves a totally different problem. So when you combine them, you're not just putting a temporary patch on feeling tired, it's a complete strategy. You maintain what you have, you fuel it with the good stuff, and you actually build more capacity for the future. It creates this amazing resilience, right at the very core of your biology.
So there you have it. That's the blueprint for how your body creates energy. It's this dynamic system of maintenance, fuel, and growth. And just understanding these separate jobs is the key. So the only question left is, now that you know the plan, how are you going to power your future?